I mean, it must be so invigorating to have so many new starts at this stage of your career. I mean, how does it feel?
It feels great. I mean, feel on top of the world.
It doesn't suck.
That's right.
And
we're just happy to be alive.
I'm Allison Hagendorf. America, this is the next. Hello, Times Square. Hello, Madison Square Garden. Welcome to X Games Aspen. I'm Allison Hagendorf. I'm the live announcer of the B&E. Welcome to Rock This with Allison Hagendorf.
Yeah, this is Allison Hagendorf.
Hello, my fellow music lovers, and welcome to the Allison Hagendorf Show. Hello, my fellow music lovers, and welcome to a very special edition of the Allison Hagendorf Show presented by Cloudwater. We are coming to you today from an undisclosed location because I'll be sitting down with the most notorious band in the world. They're about to embark on a brand new chapter, new music, new label, new guitarist, new tour. They just played a secret show at Bowery Ballroom in New York under the pseudonym 1981. I am so glad you're here. Let's go hang with Mötley Crüe.
Guys, I am thrilled to be sitting here with you, especially today, which I feel like is officially launching this next chapter of Mötley Crüe, right? It's like first new music in 5 years, first new music since John 5 has been announced to be the new guitarist, new label, big machine, so exciting. I mean, it must be so invigorating to have so many new starts at this stage of your career. I mean, how does it feel?
It feels great. I mean, especially with the new label, you know, when Scott Borchetta's a big fan of the band, and he's good friends with all of us. You know, we've known him for like 20 years, and so we're good, such a good place right now with music and touring and just feel on top of the world.
Oh, it's so exciting.
It doesn't suck.
That's right.
And we're just happy to be alive.
That's true too. That is true.
Beyond anything else, we're just happy to be here.
That's true too. John, you've been a Mötley Crüe fan for ages. I mean, it must just feel so surreal to be part of this next chapter and get to hang with these guys and make music.
Yeah, it's really wonderful. It's incredible to be a part of the history, you know, the Mötley Crüe history in the catalog and all that stuff. But it's very surreal because when we first started playing shows, when I first started playing shows with them, and I'd be on stage in, like, you know, South America, there's like, you know, 3 billion people there or something like that. We're playing
3 billion.
And I'm looking and I'm looking at Vince, and I'm like, it looks like I'm in like the Home Sweet Home video or something like that, because you know, it's just it's really cool, and I'm like, oh God,
it's like very meta for you.
Yeah. So it's really cool.
You know, it's really, this is the best. I gotta tell her. We've been in rehearsal, right?
Yeah.
And John will be like, "Am I in the band?" Like he still questions, like. He's like, "Am I in fucking Mötley Crüe? Like, what the fuck?"
And they're like, "No, but let's just continue on. Just keep going."
To the
top 3.
Yeah. Oh, the love is there. That's amazing.
No, it's so rad. I love that.
It's so amazing. Let's talk about Dogs of War. It's out. The video is out. The reception is already. People are loving it. I mean, how does that feel to have the first song out?
Yeah.
I'm fucking ecstatic because I believe you're only as good as your last effort. I'm not one of those guys that loves living on your past or your kind of stuff. So new shit, and it is so exciting, beyond exciting, because this is where we're at right now at this moment. Boom, this is what it sounds like.
That's so great. And it sounds so good.
It looks like.
It's so heavy. It's like old school meets new school. It really feels like this fresh start.
Yeah.
When I first heard it and just kept coming out the gate, that freaking driving, I'm like, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, here we go. It makes a statement. It does. And the video, all CGI, how cool is that?
Yeah.
Where did that idea come from? I mean, you guys have always creatively like pushed, you know, the envelope, so it makes perfect sense. But how did that all come together?
Tommy had done a video with Nick
Nick de Boer.
He goes, he goes to Smearballs. That's his
Smearballs.
crazy name. And we saw it and was like, what crazy world is this? And he's like, he came out and just took pictures of me with his phone and he put it into his mad world, his brain. I did this thing for Tommy and we were like, wow, that would be crazy for Dogs of War.
Yeah.
And we had a couple of talks with him and he's like, well, what's the boundaries? And I go, there is none. Just go for it. And he did it, man.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Blew our mind.
I also love that you guys are like snorting your own ashes at the end. I feel like that's what I was seeing.
Yes.
I saw that part. I was like, perfect. Yeah, that is so Motley Crue.
Yeah.
I love that that's how it ends. I was like,
We're back.
Yes, we're back. Totally, exactly.
Yeah, you tried to kill us, but we're back. Yeah.
And of course, working with Bob Rock again. This is so great, so symbolic. You've worked together since Dr. Feelgood, 1989. So, I mean, how does that feel? Like, what's this process been like?
Bob just gets us. Like he pushes us, and he like what I think Bob likes that we do a lot, even like all the way back to Dr. Feelgood, is we go in and just like on our own, no outside influence, we do demos.
Yeah.
I'm turning your ringer
It
off.
can't be me.
Who is it?
That's you.
Or is it me?
What the fuck?
My bad.
Come on, Tommy.
Oh man.
I'm like, who's ringing the whole time?
You're being disciplined. The phone has been removed.
Sorry.
The phone has been removed.
Bad
So
Tommy.
we demo
bad
it,
Tommy.
and then Bob would hear it and go, "Oh, I know what these guys are about. Watch this," and would push us to the next level. So it was kind of the same process here. We went in and we were demoed up a song that we had recorded called "Canceled," and we had a cover song we were messing around with. And Dogs
Is that
of
the
War,
Beastie Boys one?
Yeah,
Yes.
Beastie Boys, which is amazing. And Dogs of War, then we gave it to Bob, and he's like, "Okay, watch this, guys." Did the Bob Rock thing and just pushed us. And we sat in a circle and we jammed.
He makes you a better musician and a better singer because he puts you that next level, and where you didn't know what that level is because we did the demo of it already. And if we'd have thought of that, it'd be on the demo.
That's
Right.
right. That's right.
So
Your vocals sound great, Vince. They really do.
oh, thanks.
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
Nice. I rarely sing like that.
Right.
You know, like that low thing.
It was
and,
kind of like a crooner style.
yeah, and then just bash them later.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So talk to me about how many songs. Like, what else can we expect?
I mean, everybody, we're always writing.
Yeah.
I guess it's just a matter of, when we sit down and kind of Crue-ize them and record them. And,
We're not like in a rush.
Right.
Like we realize something. We're not going anywhere. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, you got to get your record, got to get the tour, you got to do it again. Okay, guys, back in the studio. We're like, dude, like we want to like just take our time, and when somebody comes up with a couple ideas, or then let's get together and create it. And I don't think we're really in love unless someone came to us and said, hey guys, we're doing Terminator 14. We want you guys to write a whole record. Boy, we might be into doing a record, but right now it's like I don't know. You put a record out, and I feel that the fans hear one or two of the songs, and the other 8 that you put all your love and energy and time into don't really get filled up. We kind of feel like, why don't we release 3 and then maybe release 2 and then maybe release 5, and they'll all be A quality songs instead of what people say about the other songs on a record, that they're the B songs.
Yeah.
Right. No B songs.
Right.
And this way you'll get more too.
Yeah.
You won't be waiting 6 years for something new.
Yes.
Or 2 years for a cycle, a tour, an album.
Yeah.
They'll be more organic this way, and it'll keep the fans like satiated. It's like, here's a couple more. Then they get hungry. Here's a couple more. I love that.
I think it's very special to put out a song with a video. So each song is very special.
Yes.
There's so many songs that on records that are incredible songs that people don't even know about.
Yeah.
They don't get that moment. They don't get that time.
Yeah, so I love doing the singles with the video. So every song is really special.
Every song deserves its moment. I love
Yeah.
that. Yeah. I also love seeing all the videos and the photos you've been posting online of how much fun you guys are having rehearsing. I mean, this summer is going to be wild. You're going to be doing a bunch of the Danny Wimmer Presents festivals, Welcome to Rockville, Louder Than Life, Aftershock. I mean, those festivals are just always a blast because it's like a family reunion.
Yeah.
You know, you get
It is, yeah.
right? What do you love? What are you looking forward to the most about the festivals in particular?
I'm looking forward to seeing some other bands.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
that I
me
haven't
too.
seen before, or friends of mine that are playing. And
Anyone in particular?
yeah, I'd love to see Priest.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, Priest is always good.
I'm looking forward to the funnel cakes.
That too. It's like Slayer, funnel cakes. Yeah.
It's like rock and roll camp.
It is
You
camp,
know, it's
yeah.
all day. There's rides. There's everything. There's chaos. So it's a blast all day. You know, you get to say, oh, let's go see this band and that band, and let's go get a funnel cake, and let's go, you know, do all that stuff. So it's
I need
awesome.
to go just so we can have funnel cake together. I'm like really into this idea.
Or any shitty festival food. Like,
Right.
It doesn't matter.
It's always good.
Corn dog is always a win.
It is a win.
With the mustard or without.
With. I'm always with the
Just,
works.
it's with.
Just with.
That's a very Motley way of looking at life. It's always with more.
yeah.
Yeah,
I want
with.
every possible condiment on top of my corn
Every
dog.
possible calorie and bad decision.
Exactly. How do you guys gear up for the tour? Like physically, mentally? Because a lot goes into it.
I don't really gear up this time. I guess
Like, what do you like vocal warm ups? Like, how do you sort of?
I do it at the gig.
Yeah.
You know, like a little bit before the show, and because I'm always out there like half an hour, 45 minutes before the guys come out. I'm already on stage.
Yeah.
You know, I'm checking. I'm checking out seeing what's going on, get my ears going good and stuff, and that's what I love about outdoor stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's just everybody's out there to have a good time.
It's the best. Do you guys like do any training or like physical workouts just to stay conditioned?
Yeah, I was just been doing some upper body stuff, just
Yeah.
kind of get that. That's the most draining part. So for me, I try to, you know, freshen that up before you go out and play for 2 hours. Or
Yeah, it's
whatever.
unbelievable.
Rehearsals were good. We got
Otherwise, you get your ass kicked
That's
real
right.
quick.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot up there too.
Yeah, and that.
Yeah.
And you're like,
I
oh,
forgot
great.
about that.
I'm glad I'm nice and out of shape for this. Perfect.
Second song in, you're like, okay, this is going to be a long rest of the set.
The drumsticks
we're good.
weigh
We're
10
good.
pounds
Yeah.
each.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I have full faith you guys are gonna crush it. Congrats on the Cruseum, the most notorious museum in the world. I mean, how cool is that? It has a lot of your personal collections, right? Pieces from your.
All personal
So
collections.
yeah, tell me some of like what are some of your favorite items from your personal collection that's featured in the Cruseum?
I like the shirt, the No Fun Tour shirt.
Yeah, that's a.
Oh, yeah,
but there's very few. You know what that shirt's about?
No, tell me about it.
So we were opening for Ozzy, and Ozzy walked in the room, and let's just say we were having more fun than we should have as the opening band with multiple people. And Ozzy sat down and was like watching.
Oh my
And
God.
next thing you know, we looked over Ozzy's back and we're like, uh-oh, there was Sharon. So Ozzy got yelled at. We took all of our passes away. We weren't allowed to.
We took booze off our
We couldn't
rider.
bring
Booze
anybody
off our
backstage.
rider.
Oh.
Yeah, we only got 2 cases of beer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got schmeiced down to like
Yep,
minimal booze.
Yeah. And so
No fun.
we made these shirts, which probably, now I think about it, was probably not a very smart move. We made these shirts, said, it was a smiley face with bullet holes. It said no fun tour. And on the back, it was like, no sex, no drugs, no, all the no's.
Yeah.
We got everybody in the road crew and Ozzy and us to all wear them when Sharon walked in.
And what was her reaction?
She wasn't happy, but you
wasn't
know,
happy at all.
We eventually got on her good grace and back to our normal shenanigans. Those shirts, I don't know how many there are. Maybe 100?
Maybe.
Maybe in the
Oh
whole world.
wow.
Vince is like, I got 2 in a box.
He's the pack rat hoarder over here, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a hoarder?
Yeah, I'm a hoarder.
He has-
I've so much Motley Crüe stuff.
Wait, tell me more. I want to hear more stuff you have.
Yeah.
I got a pizza box with
Oh, it's like that.
yeah, a
Dude,
pizza
he has
box with
everything.
the lyrics to what was
Does
it?
it stick to your guns or
No, it's merry-go-round.
merry-go-round?
Merry-go-round, written on it, and because we were in
Was that for Rainbow?
the Rainbow
So
box.
we're at the Rainbow and writing the lyrics to merry-go-round that off the first record. Yeah, that's the
Wow.
stuff.
It is pretty historic, though. It was like
I
at the
found
Rainbow. It's like,
handwritten
Yeah.
lyrics to so many songs that I didn't even. I thought they were just maybe thrown away. Original lyrics to a song called "Stick to Your Guns" off
Yeah.
the first record. Yeah, it's a trip, man.
oh my God.
Isn't that cool?
When you like see all of this memorabilia, I mean, what does that do to you? You know, are you transported back? Do you miss it? Are you so glad you're not there? Like what happens
Both.
for you? You know what I mean? A little bit of both.
A little of both. I don't know, man. I think we would all attest to this right now that we're like four really grateful motherfuckers. Like we're really like we pinch ourselves every day.
Yeah.
We can't believe that we still get to be making music and a band and we got such great fans and we're just having it's been a crazy journey. A lot of highs, a lot of lows, and
Because on paper, we shouldn't be here.
100%.
We for sure shouldn't be here. Like,
No,
Yeah.
none of us.
Yeah.
Maybe John. He's like, I never did drugs before. We're like, we don't
What?
know. We don't know if you can join our band.
right, dude.
You need to go do drugs and go to rehab right now.
come back.
buddy.
Take
Then
these-
come back and talk to us.
Take these new vitamins.
Right.
I don't feel
Why am
so
I-
good.
Why am I sleepy?
I love that. Was there any sort of initiation for John?
Well, just those funny vitamins I had to take, but other than that, no,
verdict's
it's
still out on those.
it's a true story. Like I was, first day of rehearsal, very excited. I'm never late. I'm always prompt, and I was 45 minutes early for rehearsal. I'm like, well, I might as well go to Target and get some whatnots and what have yous for the tour, and some doodads and whatnots. So I did that, and I was like just mulling around, and I got to rehearsal, and I was like still 15 minutes early, and they were all there, and they were like, dude, where have you been? And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Oh no.
And I was like a half hour late, and I'm like, and I still think you guys changed the time on me because I was shocked.
He was like, what?
He's
what?
never
Oh no,
late.
my God! This is a bad way to start.
Dude.
And
how
then
could
the
you be
first show, the very first show, his wireless pack, he's such a perfectionist, his wireless pack goes out. And like a good band member and a good friend, I went and stood on his foot
Yeah.
and blew in his ear for like 3 minutes straight. And he was, I've never seen you mad. He's like, this is the opening of the fucking tour. And my
yeah.
shit's out. And I'm like,
But nobody noticed.
and he's just like,
Yeah, so he's a good pal like that. He'll step on my foot or blow in my ear.
Yeah, try to push you off the stage.
Yeah, push me off the stage and stuff like that. So no, we do have a blast on stage,
Yeah.
off stage, at the hotel, in rehearsal, in the car ride to the venue. We're all hanging out, just laughing and giggling. So it's great.
It's really a beautiful energy that between the four of you, and it's really exciting and refreshing, and everyone's just so pumped. I'm so grateful I'm sitting here with you. What would you say is your favorite thing about each bandmate? We're gonna do a little bit of a love moment.
I remember once my wife went out to dinner with a bunch of girlfriends, and one of the girls came up with, let's say one thing that you don't like about the other person. At the end, they all like didn't talk to each other for
That's a terrible
let's do
idea.
that. No, let's do that.
Let's do my
instead.
idea
No,
instead.
I like my idea better. Okay?
You guys pick. You guys pick. I'm a lover, so I like to celebrate. But who wants to
Okay,
start?
who's starting?
Not me. I'm the new guy.
Oh my God.
No, you're the new guy. You have to start.
Yeah.
All right, maybe this is your initiation right now, John.
Yeah, right.
All right, John.
Yeah, well, by
What's
the
your
way,
favorite thing
this
about
is a
Tommy,
test.
Nikki, and
Yes.
Vince?
This is a full-blown
Yeah.
test. Are those things running?
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Make it good when you get to me, at least.
I gotta be me. It's my singing debut. No, I would say starting with Vince. Like, the first time I met Vince was at Tommy's birthday party. And I've known Nikki and Tommy forever, for decades. And meeting Vince, I was very nervous. I, loved Vince forever. And it's the reason I have blonde hair and stuff like that, So, but it's, I don't think there would be a Motley Crüe without Vince Neil, without that voice and that sound. Mm-hmm. And I'm, really, really thankful for that. It's incredible when he steps up there and sings every night. It just blows my mind.
Oh, see, guys.
I'm scared me and Tommy can't live up to that.
Yeah.
That was a really good beginning.
By the time it gets back to Vince, is like, yeah, they're all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them all right.
No, Nikki, we're like brothers. We're so close. We, talk about, we go riding bikes and we'll go to the mall and we'll go do stuff like that. So seriously, it feels like the brother I never had, because I didn't have a brother. And so we, we're really close like that. Almost too close of our weird conversations we have.
Maybe. My wife will walk in the room and go, are you talking to John again?
Yeah. Or they're at the mall shopping. That's cute.
Yeah, that is cute.
Tommy's
That's
like,
really
okay,
cute.
lovers.
God, what are you guys doing?
We always
You're
try
at
to
the
get him to go
mall?
to the mall. He's like, I am not going to the mall with you two guys.
All right, what about Tommy?
Tommy, I mean, I feel like me and Tommy have the same personality. We just, are very thankful for everything and love life. And, it's just, I feel like we're pretty much the same person. Not from the waist down, but pretty much the same person.
And I can attest to that, by the way.
Oh, really?
We're not that close.
Wow. When you said too close sometimes, I was wondering what
What
you
are you
meant.
trying to say? We're at the mall,
Yeah.
we're riding bicycles, and now you're talking about penises.
Well, I was talking about kneecaps, dude.
Yeah. Footwear. Yeah. That's amazing, John. Well done. All right, who's next? You don't have to go in depth as John
I'm
did.
so
He was
glad
being
I got
initiated.
mine out of the
Yeah.
way.
Get it out of the
you're
way.
like,
Okay, I'll go.
Okay.
I love Vince because he's always been, he doesn't overthink things. He's like, he is our audience. He is like, when I talk to Vince about things, I'll say like, hey dude, what do you think? And he's like, I'll overthink things. He won't overthink it. He'll just like tell it how it is. I always appreciate I can lean on him as a friend. He's been one of my best friends forever. And without that voice, I wouldn't be sitting here today. The voice changed my life. And I get to write lyrics for this guy. And every time I write, I'm like, I hear his voice. I'm like, I feel like such a privilege.
Oh, that's so special.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Tommy. No, I mean, people have called me and him the Terror Twins, and we've just, I don't know, it's kind of like me and Tommy would sit in a room together, and we would just come up with insanity, like ideas, and it was always so fun to create with Tommy. It's like all love, all heart. Again, another one of my brothers that will tell it as it is. I can always depend on Tommy to go, that sucks, or that's great, and there's no beating around the bush with you. And I love
great.
that.
Keeps
And he's
it
a
real.
fucking monster drummer.
Right.
Yeah. And I've asked him, by the way, I've said, how the fuck do you get that good? Because I never see you practice. Like, what the fuck, dude?
I've never
I
seen
met him when he was
What is
17.
the answer to that, Tommy?
I met him when he was 17. I mean, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
What's wrong with you?
It's just weird because you can't really. These guys can put a guitar on and sit around in bed in the hotel room or practice at home. It's not really easy to carry drums everywhere and practice, so I just kind of get it in when I can. Yeah. Usually it's either rehearsal or on stage or I don't really practice.
And that's rare. That's a natural. That's
that is a natural.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing, Tommy.
It's kind of weird.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And then that's that, with John, it's all the same things John said, for our relationship. Been friends for a long time. I love creating with John. I've always been able to call John and be like, hey, I'm working on this Meatloaf song, or I'm working on this. And he's like, what about this idea? We get that in our band now.
That's great.
We get that. And he's a sweet, nice person. Yeah.
That's beautiful. I'm really loving this.
This is like therapy.
Who's
No,
next?
yeah,
Who's
this is
next?
all your fault.
I
Your
know,
therapy.
I know.
If you cry,
I know, I'm loving this.
one of us is going to cry.
Yeah.
I'm loving this. Okay, who's up? Who's up?
I'll go.
Okay.
Starting with John.
Okay.
I just love his enthusiasm, his guitar playing. He's just a super nice guy, and he's really hard to hate. You know.
I hope you won't get there.
Yeah.
I hope you won't.
But he's the best guitar player I've ever seen.
Wow,
He's just
that's awesome.
just the stuff he does. Like on stage, I'll usually when the guitar player does the solos and stuff, I'm not really interested. I go and get some water and stuff. But with John, I watch him every night. It's so does some stuff that I just go, how do you do that?
Yeah.
How does your brain come up with that?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. With Tommy, we've been friends since we're 16 years old.
Yep.
That is wild.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Known him longer than
crazy.
anybody on earth, really.
Yeah.
And he's just, man, I don't know. You can't not love Tommy because he's enthusiastic, but he's just so fucking funny. He's got a sense of humor that's great, and I just love him.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
And I got nothing good to say about Nikki.
I somehow felt that was going to happen at some point. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my Lord.
No, I love Nikki. Nikki's such a smart person. He is always analyzing something, and he's just a smartest guy I know.
Aww.
And I can go on and on and on about Nikki, but I love him.
Oh, that's
Love
awesome.
it too, bro. Thank you.
That's beautiful. All right, Tommy.
Oh boy. Well, Vince, like he said, I've known Vince longer than anybody.
That's crazy.
Longer than
Anybody in the world.
Yeah.
And nothing and everything has changed since then. Like when like I always admired him because I'd never seen anything like it. Like every fucking chick, every hot chick in school was fucking in his jammies, like all over the place. And I was just like, God, this guy's just like, there's chicks everywhere, literally everywhere. And he's just beating them off him, I've always admired that. And so anyway, being friends for that long, and then being in a band with them, there's something special that Vince has that absolutely nobody else has, and that's his fucking voice.
Yeah.
Nobody sounds like Vince.
That's right.
And that's a big deal to say, because so many people sound and look like other people, aspire to be like somebody else. Vince is Vince, and this is a beautiful
There's only
thing.
one Vince Neil. That's right.
And I love him. I love him to death. Shit, Nikki. I feel like I've known Nikki as long because, like him and I kind of, when we met, I felt like we kind of started this thing together. Like him and I met, and it was like, all right, we got to find a fucking guitar player now. We gotta find a singer, and like that. We kind of like, I feel like we're the parents sometimes. Like we started this fucking mess, and his dedication, drive, enthusiasm, his fucking lyrical genius is, there's only certain people that can do that stuff. Yeah. He's got a gift of gab and gift of words, and he does that wonderfully. And a true friend also. He supported me in my fucking crazy ups and downs. I can't say enough fucking good things, man.
Thank you, dude. I love you too.
I love these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I love that.
Boys. And this guy, known him for probably what, 15,
Something like that.
10, 12, 15, 12
Yeah,
years?
yeah, something.
I don't know, a while.
Yeah.
And I always tell this, and people know the obvious, the guy is extremely talented. I dare you to stump him by asking him to play something and him not know it. It's not possible. And I also tell people that, he, along with being such a great musician, that's really not all there is. Like there's a lot of great musicians out there, but he's one of the sweetest persons I've met, and that to me makes him a fucking champion. Because there's a lot of talented people out there. So.
Oh my God! Give yourselves a round of applause. You guys did it. That was so.
We need a group hug,
I know.
or a group wraparound.
Yeah, everybody fucking
I love this band.
Thank you so
That part will be blurred out.
Yeah.
much. Oh my God.
Nothing else going on. That's moving.
Yeah.
Thank you for participating in that. What's also crazy to think this is such a big year for Motley Crue, but also it's the 35-year anniversary of Dr. Feelgood, which is so wild.
Yeah. Dude, where the fuck did that time go?
Right?
Don't blink.
Jesus.
I mean, our wives and girlfriends are just barely older than that.
Yeah. What's crazy?
I guess they're
Another
vintage
symbol.
too now. Finally.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Your wife and my wife were born the same year,
Yes.
right? Yeah, same day.
Same day. Same
And I'm
birthday.
like, wow, okay, 1985. Whoa. I remember getting those penicillin shots, and you were just a baby.
dude,
That's wrong.
That's
That's
so
got wrong
weird.
sauce on all over it. Motley Crue is canceled.
When you think back 35 years, Dr. Feelgood, I mean, that was the album that had probably the most success. Is there anything you'd go back and say to yourself then?
No, you know what was great about that record? Bob Rock said, okay, you guys have got to get out of LA.
Yeah.
I need you guys, undivided attention.
Right.
And Aerosmith was staying at the same apartment hotel thing. Remember that?
Residence.
Yeah.
They buy.
And there was like a gym downstairs. It was like, it's Vancouver. It's beautiful there. And there's a lake right there. Every morning we would all get up, we'd go down to the gym, we'd work out, see the Aerosmith guys. Like it was just this great energy happening. And then we would like ride our Harleys to the studio with Bob Rock, and Bob was like, push us the way he pushes us now. And then we would go back and spend time together. And we got out of LA.
Yeah.
And that became like, made that album special, because we weren't, I don't know. It's
You could focus on the music.
There's nothing to focus on except for each other and the music.
Yeah, and it if I remember correctly, just rained almost every day. So there's no like, oh man, it's fucking rad today. Let's go to the beach. And it was like, nope, it's raining. So we just go indoors and play music.
We went to the indoor beaches up there.
Yeah.
That's another story.
Yeah, that's
Another
indoors.
That's another indoor.
Yeah, there's a strip club every 4 feet.
Yeah.
That's another
Yeah.
We saved on gas.
we did have distractions though.
I was thinking of this stupid story. We had been banned from going to the strip clubs, me and Tommy.
Oh yeah.
And so we
Why were you banned?
We were, because, I guess we were spending too much time there.
Okay.
So Tommy decided to get lumberjack outfits or something. And we got
Yes.
It's like a disguise?
Yes.
and a toque. So
We look
Bob
like some
Rock,
Canadian oil rigging.
yeah. So we go in the
lumberjack.
studio and Bob Rock goes, what are you two fucking guys doing? Like he thought we were making fun of him. I go, no, we're going to go undercover. So we go over to the Marble Arch and we walk in and the first girl's like, hey, Tommy. Hey, Nikki, what's going on?
Fuck! You fooled no one.
Yeah.
Oh my
Zero.
God. That is unbelievable. When you think about that time and all you've accomplished career-wise and your personal journeys, what are you most proud of?
I'm just proud that we're still, I think you know what?
I know what it is.
You tell me.
No, you know what it is? for me, it hit me a couple of years ago, and when I noticed we're playing live, and I'm looking out, and I'm seeing this more and more and more. I'm seeing the dad with their son on his shoulder, and the son is fucking 6, 7 years old, going, shout, shout. And I'm like, how is this even, what is happening? And just watching us, the longevity would be what I'm most proud of. Is watching it transcend to a couple generations is beyond anything out of my imagination.
And it's weird, you know, I think you're right. It just kind of came on. We were like, you know, and doing our thing. We're a band. We're writing songs. We're off the road. We're on the road. We're obviously aware, you know, of what we've done together.
Yeah.
But then one day it was like,
what's happening?
oh, we just crossed over some weird invisible line, and we didn't ever know there was a line. In fact, I don't think any of us, we were talking earlier, like, do you ever think we'd be around this long? I mean, I didn't even know there was such a thing as be around this long.
Yeah.
I think I saw like the Stones on their 30-year anniversary. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. And that stuff doesn't happen every day. So you're like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that'll never happen to us. Yeah.
Wow.
And here you are.
Yeah, here you are.
I think it's all about the great songs. If there wasn't great songs, there wouldn't be longevity. And I think that's, of course, the most important thing. And these guys have the catalog of, you know, people's lives.
You know, we grew up in an era, all of us, where song was king, and Cheap Trick or Aerosmith or Led Zeppelin or Black Sabbath. We didn't grow up on jam bands. We loved those big hooks, those Cheap Trick, the Ramones, even the Pistols. In rehearsal the other day, I was like, we were playing, and I was like, you know, I mean, like tooting our own horn, but I was like, God, every one of these songs is we really put a lot of effort in making these songs special. And I think, John, you're right. You know, if you kind of go through the catalog, there's really no, maybe a favorite one, or maybe someone doesn't like that one, but there's no, it's all about songwriting for us.
That's an incredible feeling.
It's pretty cool, man.
How would you define success?
I think that success means creative freedom to me. I think the one constant in Mötley Crüe is change. Yeah. And because we have success, we're able to take a chance like Dogs of War, or take chances. Home Sweet Home was a big chance. Wow. The people were like, what are you guys thinking? Coming off a Shout at the Devil, leave it the record company and do it Home Sweet Home. This band's always been about, I feel success allows us to be creative and free.
Are there words that you live by?
Don't be late. That's what I live by since rehearsal.
That's great, John.
We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time.
Yeah, and you know what? You get to a certain point, you'll get there, where you start to go, there's more years behind me than in front of me. So like we really fucking like take notice of every day together. Me and Vince have this thing that happens on stage. We were talking about, Vince likes to go up early before the shows. I like to go the very last minute. Just like part of being a band. We all have different personalities. Every time I see Vince, it's like, here we go, buddy. Yeah. Here we go again. It's like, that's like an important moment to me every single time we play a show. I look over and Tommy's always getting up on his drums, and I was like, he's been doing that it's fucking crazy. What the fuck is going on?
Oh my God. And I am so grateful for this moment, guys. I cannot thank you enough for sitting down with me, allowing me to be part of this next chapter's launch. I'm grateful. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Arigato.
Thank you. All right.
That was incredible. Wow, what a life highlight for me. I mean, I just sat down with Mötley Crüe. Such an incredible experience. These moments never get lost on me. So, so cool. I'm really looking forward to seeing them this summer at all the Danny Wimmer Presents festivals. Let me know if you'll be at any of them. Reach out to me on socials at Allie Hagendorf. You know how much I love connecting and sharing these experiences together. Thank you so much for being part of the show. I'll see you next time. And as always, remember, you're a rock star. Not as cool as Mötley Crüe, but in your own way. Cheers.